Now, some sad news from Uttar Pradesh. A 4-year-old boy fell into a Borewell in a village in Mahoba on Wednesday, and efforts are underway to rescue him. The incident took place at around 2:30 p.m. when the child was playing in that area. Let's go across to Alok Pandey for the very latest. Alok, the National and State Disaster Response Force are helping at the spot. What is the latest?
Well, you are right, Gargi. The latest is that they are still trying to rescue the boy. He fell into the Borewell yesterday. The Borewell is near his village, in his village actually, in fields near his village. And he was playing there. There's a guava tree also there, so perhaps he had gone there to, just play around. Then he fell into the Borewell. His mother was around, so she raised an alarm. And after that, of course, it became a scene where the boy got trapped inside. The district magistrate yesterday had given a bite to say that the boy is at least 25 feet below the ground. And till yesterday, before the NDRF was involved, the local authorities had managed to dig parallelly till about 20 feet. And then, of course, you had the NDRF and the SDRF, which is the state disaster response force, come in. So overnight, they have tried to dig in more. It's tricky also because if there's water in that pit, they'll have to also take out the water. So that's something that they were also doing. They were trying to flush out all the water from the other pit and then try and dig a tunnel from one side to the other. So they've dug parallelly, so they'll dig a tunnel and then try and reach the boy and get him out. It's a very complex, intricate operation. They're using cameras to reach the other pit where the boy has fallen, to try and check for signs of life, of movement, etc. So at the moment, it's a live situation. And the authorities say they're doing their best to try and rescue the child. It's not the first, Kargi, that we've reported on. There are instances that keep on happening. Of course, I remember Prince, which was perhaps the first incident that came limelight, but sadly, incidents like these continue, and one does hope and pray that this child will be rescued.
And Alok, do we know anything about this particular borewell? Was it in the family's field, and was it an abandoned borewell or in use?
I think it was an abandoned borewell. Of course, will get more clarity from the government, but it does seem that it was an abandoned borewell by the side of a guava tree in a field that was close to the boy's village home. So that's where he was playing, and his mother was also nearby. But he was playing, and then perhaps suddenly he would have fallen into it, and nobody could do anything about it. Now, of course, the government and the police, the NDRF, trying their best to rescue him.
All right, Alok, thanks so much for joining us with those details. And that's the 4-year-old boy who's fallen into that borewell. As Alok was saying, it's been at least 20 years that we've been reporting these cases all across the country, yet nothing seems to be done.